popular demand, or at least by Kevin Shaw's demand, welcome to the Eternal Baseball Podcast. As the eagle-eyed observers will note, I'm all alone in the neighborhood this week. Kudos to Mr. Robinson at SNL, but for lots of different reasons. Main one being a little bit of technical difficulty at the Rotundi homestead, but Brent will be along shortly. We do appreciate you joining us for what we call the best hour of baseball you'll see all week. We did take a week off for the Christmas holiday and, more importantly, my friggin' birthday. But I'm back from a little road trip to Arizona. December's the best time to be in Arizona. But I'm back here in New England, and we got a good game for you tonight. We got Braves at Mariners. I know. Dave's right here, right? Who's Oakland taking on this week? Yeah, well, they are the defending champs. They have the best record in baseball, and Ricky Henderson's my favorite player. We lost him over the Christmas holiday, but we have been a little Oakland centric. But we're going to get to the week that was pretty quickly, and you'll see down at the bottom we do track who was on the game of the week. So while we do try to get competitive games on each week, we also try to get around the league and make sure everybody gets their 15 minutes of fame, right? Oh, look at this. The A's. The Oakland lost their friggin' team, right? Like, lay off. But yeah, you probably won't see Oakland or the Dodgers anytime soon. The Dodgers owe us some deferred money, so we want to make sure that gets paid up before we pop them back on the podcast. So it is Braves at Mariners coming up very soon. If you're new to the show, thanks for joining us. Give us a like, give us a subscribe. We appreciate that. And we are a league featuring the best players of all time, all simultaneously at their prime, competing for an eternal championship. You can find us at our homepage, eternalbaseball.com. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Twitter. You can find us on Instagram. By the way, we are 3 new followers away from something on Facebook. So if you're not following us on Facebook, maybe after the show, hop on over, give us a follow. We'd certainly appreciate that. We do want to wish happy birthday. Oh, look at this. Dave McDonald has a plan, and it's to see the O's. OC Braves, not bad at all. Maybe Baltimore will sign somebody by then. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Too soon, I guess. Birthdays today. We want to make sure we get the shout outs. Devon White, Richie Sexton, Julio Rodriguez, who will be in our game tonight. Jarrett Wright and Jack Wilson are your notables. So happy birthday to those boys. Moving around the league, there's nobody crazy hot or crazy cold, like with 9 or 10 game win or losing streaks. But we did have a couple of transactions this week. Some teams trying to shake it up a little bit, including the Arizona Diamondbacks. Rob's getting in on the Baltimore bashing. Yep, same salary cap in Baltimore. Certainly looks like it. Yeah, now that window's closing for all that young talent. So get with it, O's. Your fans deserve better. The Diamondbacks are jealous of their MLB brethren who got Corbin Burns, and no one saw that coming. So they are changing up their pitching staff, activating Miguel Batista and Robbie Ray to try to get a hold of their season before it gets totally out of control. Anthony Rizzo's been rotten for the Cubs, and he got swapped out for Phil Cavarretta. And then a user, I won't use his name without asking him first, but he said, let's snap Cincinnati out of their not shaky, but somewhat dull start. And he wants to see Veda Pinson in that outfield. So Veda Pinson and Ellie De La Cruz were both activated for struggling Adam Dunn and Barry Larkin. And keep with me, I'm not just handing the job to De La Cruz. Dave Concepcion's on the made roster, and we'll certainly get some of those shortstop at bats in Cincinnati. But let's take a look at the week that was. And for that, I'll have to share my screen. And as always, share all the audio. That's more for the ball game. The spreadsheet doesn't have audio. So popping over here to the eye chart. Hope you all like it. As always, we're out here in week 7, and as always, pink means rotten week and gold means golden week. And what I like here, some of the teams who had really good weeks, 5-1. The Yankees have so much talent, they almost always roll. The A's are the defending champs and have the best record in baseball. But look at these other 5-1 teams. Kansas City's making a push, which is important because Birmingham looks like they might be catchable this year. The Birmingham Knights are made up of the greatest legends from the Negro Leagues, and they've won their division every year in Eternal Baseball. So we're optimistic it'll at least be a fun race to watch. And the Royals always seemed like the most likely team between Royals, Rangers, and Rays to make a challenge to the Knights in our American League South. Elsewhere, Montreal had a really good week. That's cool to see. And the Rangers had a really good week. Swept the Dodgers, best team in the National League. So that was good to see. Atlanta has had a rough week at 1-5. The Red Sox fell out of first place at 1-5. Marlins 1-5. Giants 1-5, but dig it. The Giants got Barry Bonds and Willie Mays off the disabled list, both on Friday, I think. So, and they're only, I think, 5 or 6 games back of the Dodgers. So they've kind of stayed within reach. And now they get their big 2 monsters back. So we'll see if San Fran's got a run in them. Mariners also had a rough week. But 3 of that 1-5 was against the Yankees. But they got shut out in back-to-back games. Trailing back to, I think Nolan Ryan got them at the end of the Angels season. So that's what we're looking at, as far, this guy. Oh, Bonds and Mays, any good? We hope so. One of my favorite things to watch in Eternal Baseball is when a ball gets scorched over Barry Bonds or Willie McCovey's head, like to dead left or dead right, and Mays catches it behind them. That always makes me giggle. And Cameron's back. Hello, Cameron. We took last week off. We're here this week, and I'm seeing some rumblings that we might have a roto sighting here any minute now. So we'll all look forward to that. This week it is Atlanta at Seattle. Look at this. I was looking at the old Eternal Baseball page. Good to see you, Satch. But here's what we're looking at around the league. In the National League, the Dodgers are the cream of the crop, courtesy of Randy Poffo. But again, only 6-game lead on San Fran, who have been without Bonds and Mays for a month. So, there we go. They should be better, obviously, right? In the South, it's traditional powers, Houston and Atlanta. Remember, these standings take into account tomorrow's games because I've simulated tomorrow's games, except for the Mariners Braves clash that we're going to have. St. Louis leads what's always a very competitive National League North. Philadelphia is starting to pull away from the Mets a little bit. Oakland's real good, but check it out. Minnesota and Seattle would be your 2 wildcard teams if the season ended today. Birmingham on top as usual, but Kansas City making a push. Milwaukee, Cleveland, Detroit, and Chicago. 4-way tie. Anybody can have the AL North. You just got to get medium warm. And in the East, the Yankees are strong, but Boston's pretty good too. So that's what we're looking at. You can find all your overall batting leaders and pitching leaders here. Billy Williams leading everybody with a 382 average. Not bad. But I like that Carl Mays at 9-0 is the ace of the Boston staff on a team with Roger Clemens, Pedro Martinez, and Cy Friggin Young on their roster. Carl Mays is the guy leading the push. So good for him. We are going to have, as our game of the week, mentioned it earlier, it's the Atlanta Braves at the Seattle Mariners. And this is game 3 of their 3-game set. Game 1 saw Tommy Bond, who's 8, I should say Bond. Tommy Bond, who's 8-5. He threw a complete game, and third baseman Eddie Matthews hit 3 home runs as Atlanta topped the Mariners 9-2. And then today, the Mariners led 5-3 in the 6th inning. And then the relief squad of Arthur Rhodes, Jeff Nelson, and J.J. Poots, say it right, combined to allow just 1 hit and no runs to secure the win. That win today snapped Seattle's losing streak. So, but tonight it'll be a good one. It's Braves ace Greg Maddux. He was with the Braves from 93 to 2003. He's 3-2 with a 2.0 ERA. And then Mariners, the counter with Felix Hernandez, King Felix, who was with the Mariners 14 seasons. who's 5-2 with a 3 ERA. I'm checking here. I'm not positive Roto's ready, but let's see. Oh, hello.
Can you hear me?
I can't see you though.
I know. Sorry. It keeps informing me that my camera is unplugged, even though it's the one that's in my laptop. So I'm having a senior moment here, and I can't quite sort this out. So maybe we'll just go with audio today. Sorry, guys.
You can see our screen, yeah?
I can. Yeah. Sorry. I'm just a talking egg right now, so apologize.
No, it's fine. It's totally fine. It makes me the best looking guy on the program. Finally, so.
Welcome. Hey, so Keisha up top in the comments. That's my buddy from San Diego. So.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, welcome, Kevin, and everybody else. Dave.
I popped him on right away because he was demanding his eternal base.
Yes.
So, yeah, turn it on, leave it on 24 hours a day. That's what
There you go. Welcome. Hello to everybody.
Well, we're glad you joined us. We just got the preamble done, and we got a good one tonight. It's Braves at Mariners. Greg Maddux against Felix Hernandez.
Ooh,
so
that's a good matchup.
Pretty good matchup here. Let me get over here to the December schedule, which takes a little while. Let's see. I made fun of the Good Ship Mariner in our Eternal Baseball newsletter. It goes out free on Fridays. Sign up at eternalbaseball.com, only because they got shut out in back-to-back games. So, but they've since woken up. So we're hoping, especially because we're controlling the Mariners tonight, we're hoping for a little more thunder.
Here we go.
As we roll into it. So here we are. Here's your sneak peek at tomorrow's games. Some scores and stuff spread around. Of special note, now I'm particularly proud of this. I'm going to pop it up. A Cincinnati fan, I think, asked for more Veda Pinson in the Cincinnati lineup on our Facebook page. So I put him in the lineup, and I honestly forgot that I did this. He had a good game. I guess it's tomorrow. Hit a homer off Clemens, drove in 2. And I forgot that I made his thumbnail actually Darth Vader. If Pinson was playing right now, his walk-up would have to be the Imperial March, right?
Oh, that'd be so good.
And couldn't you see a section of fans behind? I mean, he played left, center, right. I just looked that up. I didn't know that. You could see a section of fans behind him wearing Pinson jerseys and Vader helmets. I just, maybe it's the marketer in me, but I can see this happening. So, kudos to Veda Pinson.
It's just like I can always picture Sandy Koufax doing a Carfax commercial.
Right? Totally. Let me check the.
They must have pitched that at some point, right? They have to have pitched that.
Probably.
And he just said, what? No.
He does. I mean, he's a really private guy from what I've read, right? He'll come out for the Dodgers if they ask once in a while. But it's not like Yogi, who you see at Yankee Stadium all the time, right? Koufax just shows up now and then. There's a story that in one of the World Series in the early 80s, I think the Dodgers were down a game or 2 in the series. And Lasorda asked him to come throw batting practice, right? Just to give his team a jolt and to have one of the studs of all time out there. And he said Koufax was making him look bad in batting practice. This was early 80s.
And they've never seen a good screwball.
Right. They had to go talk to him like, hey, man, we're already down a game, right? Don't make the guys feel bad in BP. So Cameron's making a note of Veda Pinson getting pinch hit for. Let me check. I didn't even see that. Let's see. By Tony friggin' Perez, though. I mean, let's see if he was hurt or something. No, he wasn't hurt. He was even the game MVP. I guess it could have been a matchup thing. I don't know. At least it wasn't Joey Votto. Reds fans hate Joey Votto. I never figured that out. But, boy, the vitriol in the offseason when I posted the Reds lineup and I had dared to have Joey Votto at first instead of Tony Perez. All right. So, game time. Let's head on out to Seattle. And we'll control both guys, at least for now. So it is, as previously mentioned, Greg Maddux. And Felix Hernandez. All right, so the Mariners, that's what we're controlling. We'll take a look at their numbers versus right-handers. Now, save your tomatoes, okay? Ken Griffey Jr. is having a rotten year so far. Could be that he's nursing an injury that we don't know about, unknown. But Griffey's having a rough year. Just be ready for that. Because if you stack it up, Griffey is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're 11th best hitter against right-handed pitching. I'm just the messenger. We're still going to play him, but I don't know. They've got other options down there. Look, Julio Rodriguez is worse. He's in the minors on his birthday. Yeah, Cameron Fletcher getting wise. That's a good call right there. I love the story about Maddux. I think it was his last year with the Padres. One of his buddies called him up and said, midway through the year, "Hey, man, how you doing?" He's like, "Good, man, just wrapping it up in San Diego." He's like, "Yeah, did you know the next guy you walk will be your 1,000th career walk?" And reportedly, Maddux told his buddy, "I'll be damned if I walk 1,000 batters in my career." And over his last 12 starts, he walked no one. And this was, 36-year-old Maddux at the very end, right? But, he never had that much velocity, but I don't think he ever lost that pinpoint control.
Yeah, even if it's at 86 miles an hour.
Yeah, and I'd love for a Padres team that was going nowhere. He was just like, I don't care if they homer, but they're not going to walk. So kudos to you, Greg Maddux. All right, so here we are, flipping it around, looking at OPS versus right-handers. And our leaders here are Phil Bradley, underrated star. Man, you got to go a long way to get to Ichiro, which is ridiculous because I automatically want to lead him off.
Let's lead him off. No one's going to begrudge us that.
All right, fine. So we'll go Ichiro. Bradley's got the best numbers. I gotta play Bradley. It's got to be Griffey in center, right? Has to. Okay. Let's
put Edgar at the 2.
Edgar at the 2, maybe DHing, maybe third. We'll see. Because to get Buhner in the lineup, I gotta play Edgar in the field. Because I got 4 outfielders so far. So Buhner's pretty good. Then Sun Devil Alvin Davis. I don't know if you're planning to watch the Peach Bowl on New Year's Day, Roto, but it should be a good game. Watching ASU take down Texas. Brett Boone.
They're on a collision course, Oregon and ASU.
Right? And then it's on, baby. Look, as a proud Sun Devil.
This could be the end of eternal baseball.
Right? Brent and I, honestly, I don't think we've ever had a real fight, but this could be it. 47 years of friendship, just down the tube. No.
Just torched.
Right? A house torn asunder. No. ASU is house money at this point, right? I just want them to play well against Texas, and I'll still be thrilled with the season, right?
They're a good team.
We're not, but we're not normally up at the penthouse, right? So I'm not asking too much, but we'll see. Scatterboo runs the ball. We'll be all right. This is one of my favorite bits coming in a couple of years. So there's, I think, 3 Hall of Fame shortstops on the Cleveland Guardians roster, not including Francisco Lindor. So they're crazy deep at shortstop. But in a couple of years, Lindor is going to become a Met once he's had more Met season than Cleveland seasons. So when Lindor goes to the Mets, it creates room for Omar Vizquel, who I think everyone remembers playing for the Cleveland then Indians, and it'll pull him off the Mariner roster. But for now, Vizquel can't make the stacked Cleveland roster. So here he is in Seattle where no one remembers him.
We'll take him.
But the glove plays anyway. Vizquel could pick it in a beer league right now, I bet. So good for him. In he goes. And we need a catcher. How about current manager Dan Wilson? That seems to make sense. All right, you good with this, Roto?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm currently looking for some sort of picture to put over my name there in the corner.
Oh.
1 sec. I think I got a
Find
good
a
one.
good one. Tasteful, though, please. Tasteful.
Yes, this should be good enough.
So
All right, 1 sec.
For the Braves, they're facing another right-hander, so right-handed pitching. So Eddie Matthews, who cracked 3 home runs on Saturday, he'll do. And Freddie McGriff, yeah. There ain't no problem with Hank Aaron. And then Bob Elliott, really underrated third baseman, leading off just because, really. He's probably a DH, for today. That moves.
All right, there we go. Boom.
Oh, I like it.
Here comes the spitter. Here comes the spitter.
The numbers say Hugh Duffy, but I think we're going to defer to Dale Murphy in center. It looks like Chipper in left, Murphy in center. Come on, Braves fans. This is anything better. This is better than anything the Superstation ever gave you. Brian McCann catching. Look at this. How did King Kelly not sneak into your avatar photo there, Roto?
I can grab him. He's a handsome dude.
He's got to be around there.
All right, I'll grab him.
I'm sorry, Rob, that Indiana didn't show up, but whatever, it's fine. I forgot a couple points about Maddux, that he used to throw hard, but they actually apparently taught him to bring the velocity down and the control up, which seemed to work, as Cam lets us know. All right, so with McCann in, then we get to Ronald Acuna Jr.'s on the bench. That's awesome. Ozzie Albies at second. And they're thin at shortstop, the Braves historically. So it's a kind of Herman Long. Man, Long is actually better than Rafael Furcal has been. So we'll swap those two. Drop old Herman Long here at 9. All right, we're ready for baseball. Oh, here we go. Got that. I am a little peaked, so looking forward to it. All right, so let's fire it up. It's time for baseball. Can you hear us?
For Seattle, number 34.
We're good.
Hernandez. Leading off for Atlanta, designated hitter, number 3, Bob Elliott.
Bob Elliott. Oh, wait a minute. Has mastered the side eye. Pretty good there. And Felix Hernandez not happy about it at all.
Yeah,
right.
Here we go.
Right, so
that's just about as many fans as I remember in the Kingdom back in the day.
Still good seats available. So Atlanta will be the computer, will be the Mariners. And it's time for baseball.
There's no way we don't fake a rain delay for Beastmaster, right?
Right. I mean, it's got to rain in Seattle, right? But wait, the roof closes now, right?
Yeah.
Man. I never saw a game in the Kingdom. I heard it was kind of rotten.
Oh, it's gloriously awful.
There you go.
Just terrible.
How would you rank it on a scale of 0 to Tampa Bay?
I've never been to Tampa Bay. I would assume, well, I don't know. That was a different, I was a kid, so I was super excited just to be there.
Yeah, fair enough.
Checking out Kirby Pocket. Twins are in town.
Did Kirby put on a show?
I think he did pretty well, but that guy just signed autographs. All power to him, yeah. Like he didn't leave anybody.
I forgot that story. Did you get a Kirby?
Oh, yeah. He signed like 4 of my cards. It was amazing.
That's outstanding.
So good.
No Burt Blyleven.
No Burt Blyleven. Burt Blyleven, on the other hand.
Kind of a jerk.
Well, he was that day. We'll put it that way.
Might have been just a bad day.
I'll lend him that, Here
we go.
A little bit of grace towards Burt Blyleven.
Isn't Tampa Bay below 0? One of my favorite lines, courtesy of Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame manager Jim Cornette, is a hurricane went through Tampa Bay Stadium and did $3 million worth of improvements. All right, so hang on.
Burt kept faking like he was going to toss. There was, batting practice, so there's all these balls hanging around, and he'd pick one up and he'd fake throw it into the crowd where I was sitting with a bunch of other kids. It was just kind of lame. I don't know.
Sucks.
Probably just had a bad day, or maybe he was just goofing around. And I just didn't appreciate it. But
little did he know we'd grow up to rip him every week.
every time possible. Probably an extremely nice guy. Can't comment on that, but for that 20 minutes, he was not spectacular.
Yeah, don't fake throw the crowd. Come on. All right, here's some kid named Henry Aaron. Looks like he's a prospect or something.
This guy might have some skills.
But he hit it to Vizquel, so he's got some.
Turn it.
How did not turn it? Wow. I'm just gonna guess that was Brett Boone's fault. Not Omar. Here's Eddie Matthews. Just damning the torpedoes and wearing the Milwaukee Braves hat. It's fine. Ooh, he got a lot of that.
Uh-oh.
Look at that.
Dang it.
Man, he hit 3 on Saturday, so.
Oh, man.
Okay.
I have to start pitching around him.
Just like that, it's 2-0
Left
Braves.
fielder, number 10, Chipper Jones.
Larry Jones steps in. Yeah, keep hitting him to Vizquel. I like this. I mean, between Vizquel,
Pitching for
Griffey,
Atlanta,
and Ichiro,
number 31, Greg
pretty solid out
Maddux.
there today.
Leading off for Seattle, right fielder, number 51, Ichiro Suzuki.
I do love this picture of Maddux, right? It looks like he knows something you don't, which he probably does.
Which is probably so, yeah.
Here's Maddux. Was that not good? Hang on. I was yapping. I didn't hear it.
It was pretty bad. Maddux.
Maddux.
Yeah, his middle name's Oregon. No, wait. All right, so maybe with an O, like Gary?
Maddux.
Better.
Wow.
Just like that.
You're getting pretty good at that, man.
I'm right? Only 5 years. Who knew that Gary and Greg were related, but it works for me. Here's Ichiro. Doing Ichiro stuff.
Oh, there we go. That's 3.
Run, dude, run.
That's 3. Is he not running?
It's weird. It kind of waits till he gets to the ball, and then now
it's got to be 3.
He's turning. Yeah.
That's got to be 3.
The funny thing is,
third baseman
on the same base hit,
Martinez.
Ichiro would have thrown Ichiro out on that. And no offense to Hank Aaron's arm, which is a 7 out of 10. But anyway, runner on third. Here's Gar doing Gar things.
Well, there we go. All right.
Like that.
Center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr.
Look at the hat, right? Remember when that was the thing? Oh, this kid, no respect. Wears his hat backwards in batting practice. Oh, and taps to Ozzy Albies. That's no good.
Left fielder, Bill Bradley.
I think it would take a triple to score Edgar from second. I'll be honest with you. Man. But here's Phil Bradley. I think that's foul. Looks foul. Okay, good. So 1 and 2 count, Phil Bradley. Up the middle, Herman Long has it. And we'll go to the second. I mean,
designated hitter.
Oh wait, I thought there were 2 down. Look at Martinez go to third on the grounder to short in his dreams. Come on.
High baseball IQ.
I guess. And just concrete legs. Jay Buhner, who the Yankees traded for Ken Phelps. Immortalized in Seinfeld fame. Run, Bone Buhner. Out.
Matthews is killing us.
Right?
Center fielder, number 9, Dale Murphy.
You look at this picture of Dale Murphy and you just think felon. Right? Like, there's a great clip online of after the irony of all that the Braves traded him to Philly so he could be on a winner right before the Braves got hyper good for 15 years. So he goes to Philly and there's some kind of brawl brouhaha the day before, or maybe it's the inning before. And they ask a very young Tom Glavine to hit Dale Murphy. And he's like, dude, he's the guy, right? I'm not gonna hit dude. He was the nicest guy here, right? He always picked up the tab for all his rookies. Like, he showed us how to be pros. I'm not gonna hit him. And it's a killer bit. Murphy steps in and basically nods at Glavine. Like, the entire situation screams that Glavine must hit the next guy up. And it just happens to be Murph. And Murph steps in and is just like, yeah, go ahead, I know.
Is that
right? And then Glavine throws like 4 curveballs, right? Barely towards him. I think he walks him instead because he couldn't bear to put one in Murphy's back. So kudos to you, Dale Murphy, pride of Portland, Oregon.
Yeah.
And now Salt Lake City, I believe.
A little farther south, yeah.
Was he?
I think he's maybe an Alpine or, sort of near Provo.
Correct me if I'm
Ryan
wrong, but I think he's
McCann.
part of the group that's trying to land an MLB franchise for Salt Lake.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, he'd be a great ambassador.
I mean, you guys already stole the hockey team, so baseball can't be far behind. I hear Tampa's looking for a new address. Just saying.
Ooh, well, hey, we'll take what we can get, right?
Right. Here's Brian McCann. And when he signed with my Yankees, I was so excited. And then I watched him massacre line drives into the shift for 3 years. Boy, he was determined to beat that shift. And spoiler, it never worked. Oh, here we go. Glavine threw behind him, 1 or 2 behind him, but never hit him, and still got ejected. Man. And look at Cam. Good thing he's on.
Wow.
There you go.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of that. That's, yeah.
Yeah, go get him. All right, so here's Brian McCann. We're falling behind. Gotta pick it up.
Second baseman,
I'm so
number
happy.
1, Ozzie Albies.
Ozzie Albies. Look at that Sun Devil go and pick it.
First baseman, Alvin Davis.
I'd like to bring your attention to that mustache, too. Look at that. Holy smokes. He's having a good year, too. Let's see. Yeah, he's got 6 homers, 28 RBI so far. Not bad. Oh, here we go. Brody Brazil's channel. All right, good to know. I'll have to add that to the playlist. When I'm not simulating games. Yeah. Oh, we just called you
Second
up,
baseman,
Herman Long.
Brett Boone.
Who's Brett Boone? Hitting it to Eddie Matthews is always a bad idea.
Shortstop, Omar Vizquel.
Vizquel's a fantastic bunter, but probably not with 1 out, yeah?
I don't know. Let's do it. Let's shake it up a little bit.
Are we bunting to hit or
Oh, wait, no, sorry.
or not?
Yeah, let's bunt to hit. Yeah.
All right.
Let's do it.
I mean, McCann's no great shapes. Yeah, he moved the runner.
Catcher, Dan Wilson.
Come on, Dan. Wild pitch looks like. Look at Boone go. Running like he's got something to hide. I do like the Mariner fans who react
Shortstop,
violently to
number
Cano
19,
being on the squad.
Herman
I don't want that
Long.
steroid guy on our team. And I'm like, there's an alternative at second, but here's Herman Long. Bunting. What a chump. That stinks. I should have seen that coming. We'll keep him close. 84. Good Lord. That didn't do much. Can't throw over a third time because it's running by current MLB rules. So, is that another bunt? These guys.
Wow. Man. Breaking out the fundamentals.
Man, it's Buntapalooza on the Eternal Baseball Podcast. I know that's what y'all tuned in for. All of you. Here's Fred Rubin. Sit down.
All right, we got more update. Let's see. They built a new arena for the hockey. I knew that.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. One for B. Wow. Man, that's a lot.
I do like that the Utah team hockey team didn't hustle out a nickname with like 3 months to figure it out, right? They took a year. So it's just the Utah Hockey Club for now, and they're figuring it out. That's good. Don't hustle to name your franchise or you end up the Toronto Raptors, right? give it a little more thought. Now, Roto with a 2-1, trailing 2-1 with first base open and 2 out. Wow, and Eddie Matthews on deck. Are we pinching to Hank Aaron here?
I think so.
All right.
No guts, no glory.
I was hanging you out to dry because that's on you now. But look at that. Oh, hot dogs.
Hot dogs, yeah. Get your hot dogs.
Couch peanuts.
Cracker Jacks.
It's Edgar Martinez. Oh, hang on. Yeah. Utah Jazz never quite worked. Let's be honest, LA Lakers doesn't work. But
Jazz is so ridiculous, you have to keep it. I mean, there's just it's so stupid. It's wonderful at this point.
I want a team to move to like the Upper Peninsula in Michigan, like maybe the Miami Heat or something. That'd be awesome. Griffey having a tough year. Here's Eddie Matthews. Griffey Jr. dive outchanced 58%.
100%.
Come on. Did you ever see him play? Of course he made it great. I think he made the second greatest play in the outfield I ever saw in Seattle, second only to the Mariner Moose driving into the wall and breaking his leg. Because someone was pulling him on like a four-wheeler, right? And he had like the trapeze thing that water skiers.
Right.
He was on rollerblades, and the guy took the turn too quick and lost the moose, and now he's just careening towards the left center field wall. And he did the universal "I'm out of control" sign with his both hands. And then he hits the wall, and the legs just bent like Moises Alou.
Oh, no.
But the face is still smiling, right? Oh, man, I'm sorry. I'm kind of sorry that happened, but I won't lie. It still cracks me up today. Here's Chipper Jones. Just the bit when the hands start going, you know this isn't part of the act. Here's Dale Murphy.
One of them didn't show early for rehearsals.
Right? I do like that Dale Murphy qualifies at catcher if we want. But for now, he's probably happy in the outfield. Man, do you ever remember Dale Murphy being 93% to steal anything?
He had some legs in the early years.
I'm going to pitch out on him because I think he's going.
All right, let's see.
Look at him go. Oh, he's Murphy don't care. Fine.
Come on, Dan Wilson.
Man. All right. So here we are, bottom of the fourth, down 2-1. Phil Bradley. He got a lot of that, but look at Murph. Man. Who's up, Bone Buhner? I remember when they were still trying to draw fans, maybe mid-ish 90s, and Buhner was breaking out. They would have like free seats in right field if you shaved your head before the game. So they had this. They just had the domes rocking right field for Buhner, which I think is awesome because he's making it work, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is before Stone Cold.
That's right.
Good for him.
That was a natural crossover that never happened, huh?
Right? Yeah, he would have. He'd have to have Austin's music now if he was walking up. Here's Sun Devil Alvin Davis. Look at that. He's ready for the Peach Bowl. Brett Boone with 2 outs. Ugh. Not helping us, Brett. Not what we needed. Ozzy Albies.
What's Maddux pitch count? Like 140?
I'll have to wait till he comes up. Oh no, 130. He can go 130.
So we're hosed.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice. Cameron's got a local minor league hockey.
Oh, here we go.
Wow. So a lot of homeless.
Nice. Yeah. Smelly night at the arena. Here's Bob Elliott again, who can't believe he's leading off, but it is what it is.
It's kind of nice having Vizquel there.
Yeah, I mean, look at the corners come in on Vizquel now. We'll remember this as the day Omar Vizquel knocked Fred McGriff cold with a line drive. Nope.
Oh.
There you go.
All right, let's take second.
33%.
What? I thought he was faster than that.
Oddly, Wilson, I didn't know this, is a fantastic bunter.
Yeah, let's do it.
Top of the lineup coming up. So,
all right. Yeah, let's sacrifice.
He might beat that out. Oh, come on. Oh, error at second. Throw goes to center.
He's got to be on third.
He didn't go to third.
Kind of feel like that was two terrible base running plays by Vizquel.
Pretty much, right?
Let's get him out of there.
Says bunted back to the mound. Maddux fields it, throws to second for one. The throw goes to center field. Vizquel safe at second, Wilson to first. That's an error on Maddux. So we got the beginnings of a rally here, especially with Ichiro and the crew coming up.
I take some delight in knowing that Kansas City, of all places, couldn't use Jazz.
Right? I don't know how Ichiro just grounded into a double play as fast as he was, but Blades isn't a bad name. So now we got runner on third, 2 out for Edgar. Because Ichiro did the worst and Edgar struck. That's how you turn 2 on, nobody out into no runs scored.
I can't imagine doubling up Ichiro.
Right? From third base too, right? Like, come on. Here's a Hank Aaron.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Phil might have it. Look at Phil.
Didn't Phil Bradley hit the first home run at night in Wrigley?
I think that's right. I think it was with the Phillies.
But did it not count because of, was there rain maybe? I'm trying to remember.
It got rained out?
Maybe. For some reason I'm remembering that, but I may have just fabricated that in my mind.
It could be. It could be. Here's Eddie Matthews, who terrifies me. Look at that.
Did he get another one?
Get it, Griffey! That's off the wall. Try for third. I did.
Yeah, I did get it. All right.
I wanted him to go for third. I just wanted to see Ichiro throw.
The officials can't. Okay. All right.
Here is Chipper Jones. Oh, here we go. The game got rained out before it was official.
I remember that being such a big deal. I don't know how old I was, but
it was like, wasn't it like 86?
It was on TV. For some reason, I had seen it. Were they weren't.
I mean,
they were playing the Phillies. So how did we?
We didn't get WGN in Little Bend, Oregon. So 88. Okay.
Man, how did it make? I don't know. Maybe I made up in my mind actually seeing it.
Now, I don't know who the guy was, but I just remember some big dumpy Cubs fan going, "Get ready, Cubs fans. 1, 2, 3. Let there be light." He was probably a beloved mayor or something, but whatever. But if he was a mayor of Chicago, he was
some alderman or something.
Definitely dirty. Yeah, definitely dirty. Here's Chipper Jones. Oh, single into center. Will Matthews test Griffey? And he wins. 3-1 Braves. Here's Dale Murphy. Adding to it. A poor play by Boone, and Jones takes third. Do we need to get somebody warming up for King Felix here? There are 2 outs.
I think you let him ride.
Get him through the inning. All right. Here's Brian McCann. Yeah, doing McCann stuff. Oh, and Davis brings it.
Davis.
Just like that. It's 4.
You didn't even have to rush.
No, it was right
Brian
there.
McCann.
Ozzie Albies. Here you go, Davis. Don't mess it up. All right. And we're out of the inning, but we're down 4-1. But here's Griffey. Come on now. A tapper to Herman Long. Griffey beats it out. We like that. Look at this. Griffey
send him.
He wasn't slow, but he was never much of a base stealer. But now he's 86%.
Gotta send him.
Straight steal?
Yeah, let's do it.
Off he goes.
I like Phil Bradley, but I don't trust him.
Yeah, that's probably true. Oh, here we go. Cameron's letting us know. Cameron knows everything else tonight, so I'm not going to ignore him. He's our fact finder. So here we go with nobody out. Rather at second, it's Phil Bradley time. He's walking. Oh,
ooh, big inning.
I can smell the rally. Here it comes. J-Butte. A tap in the short.
Uh-oh.
Run, Buhner. Oh. All right,
here we go.
Second and third. Alvin Davis, 2 for 2, got to atone for that run scoring error last inning. He taps to first. Ooh. Send Griffey home. Safe chance 89%. I think that's a big yes.
I think so too.
Off he goes. Bradley takes third. Looks like McGriff forgot the ball. Okay. 2 down. Bradley at third. 4-2 Braves. Brett Boone.
Come on, Brett Boone.
Pops it up.
Oh, straight up.
Straight up too, right? Hey, McCann. Look out. Oh, great. How was that a great play? Oh, well. Here's
low bar.
Yeah, I guess. Here's Herman Long, who I'm not going to let bunt on us again. There we go. So he singles. Jerk.
Test him.
Oh. Right? 73%. That's fine. If he wants to run on 73, I'll let him. Get him, Dan Wilson. Meat.
Wow.
Sit down, Herman. Herman's middle name is not 4. What do you think about that? Yeah. Here's Bob Elliott.
Oh.
Got a lot of that. But look at Phil Bradley.
Didn't even move.
He's calm. I did used to have the Tom Amansky video picture of McGriff, but when he finally made the Hall of Fame, I thought enough, right? I can't be putting the Hall of Fame logo on that picture. So.
It was like this generic trucker's hat.
And it was riding up too high. Like they didn't even.
Like they just went to the gas station and like, oh, sorry, we didn't.
I mean,
forgot about your logo.
he admitted that he had never seen that video. So
is that right?
Yeah. All right, Cam's got a good point because Felix has only got 120 pitches, so we probably want to get somebody ready here, or maybe next thing. But let's see what we got here in the pen. Oh, wait a minute! Before we go to the pen, let's look at the stats on the year for pitchers. So Andres Munoz is the closer, and he's really good. So we got him. Nelson and Poots are both good. And then it's a little shaky after that. So Nelson and Poots are our right-handers. Arthur Rhodes, if we've got to have a lefty. McGriff sits. Oh, it's that time. Time for drink them if you got them, folks. Look at this. Bum, bum, bum.
Bum, 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 bum.
Now, Vizquel's hitting 283 on the year, but he's also a phenomenal bunter with McCann tooling around behind the plate. What do you think here, Roto?
Yeah, let's bunt.
All right. Maddux is a very good fielder, but we'll see. Look at him go. It's beautiful.
This game's easy.
Ain't nothing Eddie Matthews can do about that. Only 59% for Vizquel. So we're in the bottom of the 7th. We do have another catcher. I forget who it is. Let's see. Who else? Oh, Cal Raleigh. Do you know Cal Raleigh's nickname?
No.
Big Dumper. I was going to say I do not, but I think there's only one way to earn that, right? So, Big Dumper. You know what? We don't have anybody with better numbers than Dan Wilson. So he hits. But just keeping that in mind. That we got big jumper ready, just in case. They thought this goal was going to go. Now they're not even holding them on. Oh, run. Run, Dan Wilson. You rally killer. Ichiro comes up and is like, way to hit a double plays, numbnuts. Yeah, Cameron had a good point, and I saw it too late. Oh, I forgot to get somebody ready. Imagine that. Arthur Rhodes for the lefties. Nelson doesn't have many pitches, but we'll see where we end up. Yeah, I probably should have had Rhodes ready to face Hanker. No, he's righty. It doesn't matter. We'll have him for Matthews. That'll work. All right, don't get hurt here, Felix. Okay. Hit Omar all day. I don't care. So, with Hernandez only having 20 pitches left, a lefty ready in the bullpen.
Perfect.
We actually timed this well on accident. And here comes Arthur Rhodes.
Pitching for Seattle, Arthur Rhodes.
All right, Arthur. Oh, man. Good thing we got the lefty in there. Eddie's going to take 2, but he's not taking 3. Yeah. Ooh, good. Nice close. Didn't get him. Safe.
Davis, another poor play.
So Jones is actually better against lefties. And there's no way Rhodes lasts until McCann. So it looks like we might pop to Nelson right away.
All right.
Seems to make sense.
Pitching for Seattle, Jeff Nelson.
Get some, Mr. Nelson. Oh, boy. Chipper got it. No, he shows on that.
Try him.
Yeah, run, Eddie. Run back. And here's Dale Murphy.
And Murph's having a good game. Oh.
Yeah, he gave it away too.
Oh.
It's off the wall.
Ah.
Just like that, 5-2. Nelson's still got a couple pitches. He'll probably get us out of the inning. Here's Brian McCann. Yeah, look at McCann. Smack it to the right side. Jerky. All right, so we're here, bottom of the 8th. We got 2, 3, 4. This is the time, boys. Maddux at 91 pitches.
Jeez.
Run, Edgar.
Oh, he's there.
He's in there.
Yeah.
Hard to believe it's the wheels of Edgar Martinez that are delivering today, but okay. Here's Griffin Jr. To first. He'll go to second. The relay.
No way. Come on.
That's the third one, I think. Gross.
Heartache.
All right, Phil Bradley. Well, that didn't go as well. Nelson's only got 12 pitches, so we better. It's Poots time. Here's I was going to say Howie Long, not quite. Herman Long.
Jeez.
Going for 2. Herman Long's excited to be back, called back up. Yeah, I think Nelson's done, actually. He's only got 20 pitches to throw. He's at 15. It's Poots time.
Pitching for Seattle, JJ Poots.
Close enough. Here we go. Come on, look at how intimidating Poots is. I guess that's as good as it gets.
It looks like an Undertaker.
Right? For a guy named Poots, that's as intimidating as it gets. 2 down. Here's Freddie McGriff. 0 for 4. Of course. Griffey, can you get Herman Long out at home?
Give us the bubble.
That's a no.
Oh, not even a bubble.
Just through the third. Here's Hank Aaron. No worries here. Brett Boone will take care of it. So we go to the bottom of the ninth, down 6-2. Let's see who we're talking about here. We would probably only hit for Wilson or Griffey.
Okay.
So if we get to Wilson, if we get to Wilson, I'll be really happy. But here's Jay Buhner. Yeah, what a poots. Here's Alvin Davis. Yeah, now we're talking. Let's see who can hit into a double play this time. Looks like Brett Boone. Oh, no.
Oh.
We're going extra innings, Roto.
Got a little rally going.
Yeah. Here's round. We got nobody better than Vizquel. No offense, Omar.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Ibanez.
Ibanez or
looks like he's
Seager.
scuffling. Yeah, Ibanez could maybe hit a bomb, I guess.
I mean,
And who do you put at second, though, I guess? Crawford?
yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, Vizquel's hitting 364 against righties. So, and a 3-run homer doesn't even tie it. So, I think maybe it's Vizquel now and Ibanez next.
Cameron wants a hit and run. I don't know.
He's been right all night.
Let's do it.
Here it is.
I'm game.
Look at that.
Oh, man.
Cameron, what do we do next?
Good call, yeah.
Here comes Alvin Davis.
All right.
I mean,
now
it's the pinch hitter. Yeah. Now it's Ibanez.
All right.
If only you get Big Dumper in the game.
Big Dumper.
Pinch hitting for Seattle, Rahul Ibanez.
I mean, come on. That's right. Of course, I had all the name stuff on it, all the flair. And I don't now.
Ibanez.
Yes. Or maybe, no, if I do an I, it'll be Ibanez, I bet.
Ibanez.
Let's do Ibanez.
Ibanez.
Bonez.
Ibanez.
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 Come on. Double N's?
Ibanez.
Oh, come on. I give up. Hopefully that'll motivate Ibanez. I'm sure his name got mispronounced all the time. Yeah, that doesn't quite have the distance. Well, story of the night, we ground into yet another double play. And that'll do it, folks.
The final score from T-Mobile Park, Atlanta 6, Seattle 3, Greg Maddux picks up the win, he is now 4-2, Felix Hernandez picks up the loss, he is now 5-3, Eddie Matthews hit home run number 13 on the season, time of the game, 2 hours, 29 minutes.
Well, the commissioner liked it, 2 hours and 29 minutes. Looks like we were facing Greg Maddux with extra good stuff, so that didn't help. Our player of the game is Eddie Matthews. Atlanta turned 4 double plays. Kind of sank us a little bit, I think. But that's where we end up. Braves 6, Mariners 3. Atlanta takes 2 out of 3 in Seattle as they continue their pursuit of Houston in that National League South. And you say Houston in the National League. Yeah, Houston in the National League. That's where they used to be. 6-3 is the final. Good to see you. They're gone. Rose got his mic muted. So I'm not sure if his cat attacked him or if he hit the mute button on
Oh, sorry. I may have coughed.
Go.
Yeah. Oh man, all the brilliant commentary you guys missed over the last 5 minutes.
Cameron was a big help all day. He's our MVP of the show. I'm not sure if Ibanez would have done it or Ibanez, but But we'll try to help Raul out, down the road. Oh, look at that. That's some good trivia right there. Here's my trivia bit for the week. One of my favorite ones that came out in the wake of Ricky Henderson's passing. When Don Mattingly won the 1985 AL MVP with like 145 RBIs, 79 of his RBIs were Ricky Henderson.
Wow.
Like, come on. He said Winfield used to hassle Mattingly. Man, I never get to hit Ricky in. Yeah. That's how it goes, man. So congratulations to the Braves. We'll have the scoreboard up tomorrow. We do appreciate you joining us for the Eternal Baseball Podcast, the last one for 2024, just sneaking it right in. And it's one of the only times we get to say we'll see you next year, but we will see you next year. And if you like what we do here, spread the word, man. We need more follows, we need more likes, we need more clicks. Like I said, you can find us at eternalbaseball.com. Find us on Facebook. Find us here on YouTube. Find us on Twitter. Find us on Instagram. It's easy to follow Eternal Baseball, and nothing even costs a dime. So we call it the best baseball ever because it is, and it only gets better when the fans are involved in helping us out. Look at today. We were pretty much aimless until our offensive coordinator took over.
Yes.
So we appreciate Cameron helping us out, and we appreciate you joining us. And we'll see you next week for another edition of the Eternal Baseball Podcast.
Thanks, everyone.